Hey, welcome back. My name is Alexander. I live in Russia. I am a single father with twins, Arseny and Yesenia. They are almost 6 months old. You can see all the details in the previous videos. Their mom is still in rehabilitation, but she's coming home soon. We're waiting for her, very much. I don't speak English, but the AI voice helps me to voice my words, my real-life story. Today we're heading to the clinic again. May, or the very beginning of summer, depending on how you count. After a long winter and an unpredictable April, here it finally is. Real warmth, the kind where you walk out of the building and don't think about a jacket. Where the air smells not of cold and wet snow, but of something alive. Lilac is blooming, everywhere, along the paths, by the fences, in the courtyards. Purple, white, deep violet. The smell makes you stop for a second just because. And dandelions, yellow everywhere, on the grass, between the paving stones. People usually call them weeds, but when there are this many all at once, it's beautiful. I haven't thought about dandelions like that in a long time. I probably never noticed before. The kids are in the stroller, dressed for summer, light and bright. They lie there looking up at the trees, branches, leaves, light coming through them. We walk without hurrying. Yesenia is smiling. Arseny looks serious, but that's just his default expression. It doesn't mean anything is wrong. These walks, they're for me too, not just for the kids. 30 minutes between home and the clinic where I can just walk, breathe, look around. No washing machine, no bottles, nothing that urgently needs doing. Just walking, and they're there beside me. Today we're going for a brain ultrasound. I want to explain this properly, because it matters, and because some of you are probably parents who know this too. Both children were born with skull deformation. It's called plagiocephaly, asymmetric flattening of the head. In our case specifically, scaphocephaly, an elongated skull shape stretched front to back. Why does this happen with twins? It's a question I've been asked more than once. I'll explain it as I understand it. With a multiple pregnancy, the babies are in very tight conditions inside the womb. Especially in the third trimester when they're already quite large. A newborn skull bones are soft and flexible. That's by design, so the head can pass through the birth canal. But that's exactly why they're susceptible to pressure. When a baby stays in one position for a long time, and in a multiple pregnancy, each one has very little room to move, the skull starts forming under that pressure. It's not a pathology in the traditional sense. It's mechanical force, but the effects are real. When the children were first born, the doctors said, "Don't worry, it will correct itself over time." Soft bones, active growth, changing positions, all of that should help. We monitored it, did special massage, watched how they lay, tried to change head positions regularly. But a few months passed, and at the last appointment the doctor said something different. It's not correcting itself, at least, not enough. And here's the part one want to explain in more detail, because I didn't immediately understand how serious it is. The brain keeps growing, actively, quickly. In the first year of life, it roughly doubles in size. And if the skull is deformed, the brain literally has nowhere to grow in the right direction. It starts being compressed from inside by the deformed walls of the skull. This isn't a catastrophic story, but it's not something you can ignore. The doctor ordered a brain ultrasound to understand what's happening inside right now. What's going on with the brain structures, whether there are signs of increased intracranial pressure or other changes. And after that, most likely, helmets. Cranial orthopedic helmets. Special individually manufactured devices worn on the child's head. Worn almost around the clock, usually 23 hours a day for several months. The principle is simple but clever. The helmet doesn't press on the head. On the contrary, it creates free space in the areas where the skull is deformed and gently restricts growth in the areas where it protrudes too much. The brain grows, the skull grows with it, and gradually takes the correct shape. Effectiveness depends on age. The earlier you start, the better the result. The optimal window is 4 to 8 months. We're right in that window. It's not cheap. The helmets are made individually. First, a 3D scan of the head is taken, then the helmet is produced from that. This isn't something you buy at a pharmacy, but if it's needed, we'll do it. There's no other option. We're right in that window, and we're not going to miss it. This is one of those things in parenthood where you realize you don't control everything. You couldn't have prevented it. The pregnancy was hard. The children were born healthy. And still, something requires attention and a decision. I'm not panicking, but I'm not going to pretend it's simple either. It gets added to the list. Hip dysplasia. We're already treating that. Now the skull shape. 2 small people who can't even sit up yet, and each one already has their own story. But they're alive. They laugh. Arsini loves rabbit puree and cracks up when I drop the rattle. Yesenia smiles at everyone and reaches for toys with such determination, like it's the most important thing in the world. They're okay. Some things just need fixing, and we'll fix them. While we were walking, I was thinking about my wife. She's coming back soon. I'm not saying the exact date yet, but it's close. And I think about how she'll walk in and see them, almost 6 months old, completely different from the tiny creature she left. She knows about the helmets. We talked on the phone. She took it calmly. She said, "We'll figure it out together." I'm glad she'll be here when all of this starts. Doctors, helmets, the next courses of treatment. It's better to go through that with 2 people. I think about how much they've changed just in the last few weeks. They're almost 7 kilos each now. Solid, heavy, real. You pick one up and feel it. There's a person here. A proper person, growing fast. They roll over on their own. Both of them. They're trying to crawl. Not quite there yet, but the intention is clearly there. Arsini gets up on his arms, pushes, looks around, decides the floor is interesting. Yesenia does the same and then gets frustrated that she's not moving faster. That's very her. They laugh, at rattles, at faces, at sounds they didn't expect. Arsini laughed at the curtains in the clinic a few weeks ago. The curtains. He found them funny. They notice each other constantly now. They reach toward each other, watch what the other one is doing. Something is building between them that I can't quite name yet, but it's there. I'm also thinking about the letter I wrote to Sveta. I read it to you in the last video. It said the things that don't fit into a phone call. One of them was this, that she won't be starting from zero, that she already knows them in a way. But knowing them on a screen and holding them, that's different. She's going to pick up Yesenia, and Yesenia is going to smile at her. Immediately, fully. The way she smiles at people she decides she likes. And she will decide she likes her. Quickly. And Arsini is going to look at her seriously for a moment. Study her face. And then, when he's ready, let her in. I can picture it already. I've been picturing it for months. Soon. We reached the clinic. Yesenia fell asleep in the stroller on the way. The rocking and the warmth did their job. Arsini looks at the entrance with the expression of someone who's been to places like this and knows what's what. We go in. A brain ultrasound in infants is done through the fontanelles, the soft spots on the skull that haven't closed yet. The sensor is placed directly against the head. No harm, no pain. The children lie there, one calmly, one fussing a little, but the procedure is quick. On the screen, you can see the brain structures, the ventricles, blood vessels, symmetry. The doctor looks, measures, takes images. You look at the screen and think, is everything okay in there? Is it the way it should be? The doctor says, for now, normal. No signs of pressure, but we need to monitor. And helmets, recommended. We go back outside. So, now we can safely go home. Yesenia has woken up and is looking at the sky. Arsini is chewing his fist. That's his new thing these past few weeks. Everything is the same as it was an hour ago, except now there's one more item on the to-do list. One more decision made. One more step taken. That's how it works. You go, you do it, you come home. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. If this story is close to you, or if you've been through something similar, write in the comments. It matters to me to know you're here. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Leave a like, it helps the channel. See you in the next video. Take care of yourselves.